What's up, guys? You're listening to the Dying Mike podcast. I'm your host, Reed.
And I'm your host, River.
So we're taking a deep dive into Dying Light's characters, story, and how they connect to Persia factors. You fly in as Kyle Crane, an operative sent into Harran, a city completely overrun by the infected. From outside, it sounds like a rescue mission. One man going into a dangerous situation to help people survive.
But almost immediately, that idea falls apart because Crane isn't there to save anyone. He's there to retrieve a file.
And that changes everything, because now instead of a hero entering a city, we have someone with a hidden agenda.
Oh no!
Yeah, and the people inside Harran don't know that. They see someone who might help, but in reality, he's working for someone else.
And that someone else is the GRE, a global organization that's supposed to be managing the outbreak, supposed to be helping.
But here's the problem. No one inside Harran has any say in what they do.
There's no transparency, there's no communication, and there's zero accountability. Decisions are made outside the city that directly affect the people inside it.
This creates a huge imbalance of power, because when a group controls everything and no one can question them, that's not leadership, that's control.
And this isn't just fictional. It connects directly to moments in U.S. history where the government's power has expanded during emergencies.
A major example of this is the War on Terror. After 9/11, agencies like the FBI, the CIA, and DHS were given increased authority to monitor threats, gather intelligence, and prevent attacks.
And while those actions were made to protect people, they also raised serious questions.
Questions about privacy, about oversight, and about how much power is too much power.
Just like in Dying Light, the goal was safety, but the method involved secrecy and control.
Socially, this drop creates an immediate divide. Crane isn't one of the survivors, he's an outsider.
And that matters because the truth is everything in survival situations.
The people of Harran rely on each other, they share resources, and protect one another. But Crane, he's not fully part of that system.
He's observing it, while secretly working against it.
This raises a question. Can someone truly be part of a community if they're not honest about why they are there? Feel free to let us know your thoughts down in the comments.
Like and subscribe!
This is where the biggest idea from the episode comes in, ideology.
Because Crane is following orders, he has a mission, a clear objective.
But the objective doesn't necessarily help the people around him. In fact, it might hurt them.
So now he's stuck between two things, doing his job or doing what's right.
And that conflict is something we see all the time, not just in games, but in real life. People follow systems, even when those systems aren't perfect.
Which leads to another great question. If you're in Crane's position, would you follow the orders or break them to help the people?
Because right now, everything is still controlled from the outside. The GRE is pulling strings, Crane is carrying out their missions, and the people of Harran are just trying to survive.
But that's about to change, because once Crane steps inside the tower, he stops just observing the system
and starts becoming a part of it.
So episode 1 gives us something really important. It shows us how systems of power can exist even in chaos.
And more importantly, it shows how those systems aren't always built upon the truth.
They're built on control, on information, and sometimes on lies.
So here's what we really want you to think about. When a system is built upon secrecy, can it truly help the people? And maybe the biggest question is control in a crisis necessary, or is it just another form of power?
And we'll answer that in the next episode when we step inside the tower.
Thanks for listening to episode 1 of the Dying Mike podcast.
Like and subscribe!